Hello everyone, Xerxes here. Just a warning, this game has a lot of reading as it's a puzzle adventure game. I myself do not read out loud too often, so I end up stumbling over my words embarrassingly often. So just bear with me there. Other than that, I hope you enjoy the video.
I,
Yep.
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament,
Okay.
and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
Big fan of the art style.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
Mm-hmm.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Okay, well now you're just trolling
The
me.
location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner.
How...
Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Okay, looks like I'm not getting that house. I... I feel scammed already. Said 45 runs, and I can find the 46th one. Day 1. Okay, also, when is the timely manner? Like months? I guess like you could just kind of walk around, but I feel like this game is more than just you walk around and look at everyone. 50. Okay. So apparently I can teleport. I don't know of the controls. Here we go. Open only the... Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as they did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of my bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving me this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission, covered in fine print of my will, that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should provide an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and do not rely on the success of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go to where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair, F. Sinclair, Herbert Letter Sinclair. I can read cursive. Okay, so how am I supposed to make any progress if it changes every day? It feels searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one step. When you no longer have any steps left, you'll be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing. Uh-huh. What does an antechamber mean? From its root meaning, the room before, all signs and paths point to the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, we can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. Okay, so I guess my goal currently is the antechamber. And looking at the map, it's a straight shot. There's no way it's not. The fuck? So it's like a roguelike? Yeah, give me more steps. Rank 2. No clue what that means. This trunk is locked. Greetings from Reddington. Awesome. Okay, I can't rotate or anything. Okay. It's a big pond. Doesn't look like... I mean, there has to be something in here. Greetings from Reddington. But I don't see anything I can really interact with. Familiar room that you may have slept in at some prior visit in the past. Like most bedrooms of the estate, these quarters offer you little rest and recuperation during... Offer you a little rest and recuperation during a long day exploring the surrounding rooms. Okay. So this is kind of just like the break room, essentially, where there is a locked trunk. Apparently. Storeroom, den, parlor. Storeroom looks like it's a lot of stuff. Don't know what that means. But, ooh, a coin. I win. Ooh, a key. I win. There's another chest on. And whatever this is. Okay. Wait. Oh god, I can't just walk back in between the rooms. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so this doesn't seem like it has anything besides from whatever that is. Again, I'm playing as a blind. I don't know the rules of this game. Guest bedroom. 10 steps. Alright. Another key. Basketball. Oh, I should read. Okay. A dedicated storage space filled from end to end with a surplus of chairs, carpets, paintings, and a handful of other things that had one time been vogue and on display elsewhere in the house. And then the current room. Sole bedroom maintained and kept available for accommodating weekend guests and impromptu visitors who find themselves compelled to stay the night. Here we go. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. Parentheses, it's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan, in parentheses. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Well, clearly it didn't. I guess I can really only go this way, then. Let's make a hallway. That way I get more rooms. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Does that mean this direction? Let's open spare room. Okay. First off, one of the many nondescript hallways snaking through the estate, providing elegant causeways between the more noteworthy destinations this house has to offer. So I should probably try making my way up, and then eventually through to the antechamber, is what it looks like. And then like this spare room. An unfurnished, unfinished, and otherwise unremarkable empty room. If there had at some point been plans for the spare room, it seemed those designs are long forgotten. It's the rolling tape. It doesn't look like it can do really anything here. Gem requirement. Oh. Parlor. I'm assuming the puzzle button icon means there's a puzzle in here. I know. Hold your applause. Okay. A wind-up key. A component of the parlor game. Okay. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with that old hams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of the game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend. I think it's M. Lowry. There will always be at least one block which displays only true statements. There'll always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. So one's always true, one's always false, and then only one has a prize in it. Got it. I didn't mention this, I wanted to, but you started talking. That is just dead looking at my soul. Like, oh my god. Okay, so I'm supposed to... The gems are on the desk. I'm not seeing a desk. The gems are on the floor. I'm not seeing any gems on the floor. As far as I know, there's no crouch button. The gems are in this box. Okay, so one of these is true, one of these is false. And the other one has the box. Yeah, always true, always false. Only one has a prize with them. So one of these is definitely true, one of these are definitely false. I feel like one of these 2 are false. Because I don't see it on a desk at all. Unless it means in a separate room. If that's the case, that's kind of stupid. So I'm just gonna go with this box, right? Yeah. Whenever you enter the chapel, you lose one. Spread this in each gem. Buried below. Occasionally you may discover small amounts of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Sorry, I swear I know how to read. It's just I'm so used to reading in my head that reading out loud is very surprisingly jarring for me. Cozy lounge furnished with couches and armchairs serves as a perfect social setting for receptions and after parties. Consequently, this was one of the most popular rooms for entertaining and the late H.S. Sinclair was known to supply a myriad of parlor games to encourage his guests to think and conversate. A roofed outdoor seating area located in the perimeter of the estate during the summer evenings. It is not unusual for the girl to be employed while entertaining acquaintances of a more informal nature. Yes. May draw new floor plans. No. Okay. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Let's see. Can I just draw the 46 room? Then I win. Okay, I'm gonna go left. Okay, none of these look good, but I still have straight ahead, which I guess is not my right. So I'm going Nook, actually. So the Nook does look the best. I did just lie to your face. So there's a key in here. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Hopefully I'll see about that. Corridors always left unlocked. That seems good. Something maybe. Let's go on the den again. Okay, there's a gym in here somewhere. Here we go. Let's go left. Let's go in the passageway. Oh, spooky. Okay, let's go straight ahead of it. I'm not gonna say the room I'm relatively close to, but I'm very close to a certain room. Okay, archives. Countless shelves of documents and towering file cabinets make this otherwise immense space seem small and cramped. These archives contain almost a century of records and files pertaining to the Sinclair family numerous interests, many of which are sealed and unable to be accessed. Okay, so that just left room entirely doesn't work. Let's go on the kitchen. So it said there. Oh wait, I gotta use this step. Should look in this room. Yes, I know I should have. August 22nd, 1985, January 27th, 86. I'm assuming 1985, but there is a little thing here that's not here. This is only a year later, so it's about the same person. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered that on Tuesday that her picture book, Swinburne, had been chosen as the Herald Literacy Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary had been using Marigold as a pen name to free her from political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Swinburne, author, never considered herself success. My son was the only was the one that actually got me to start writing. I always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so we ran out of books we owned. My imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated that in her previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love for the color red, a statement that has been held by with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. There is more. Okay, so that's 86. This is 86 about a year later, November. Publisher and author detained by Redguard question. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier, naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed that authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of the Black Water. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement he released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. November 17th. I'm assuming this is also 86. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, who Marigold has referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at the press function. I want to point out one thing I noticed. Ruffington Press, that was at the beginning. There was a newspaper in the first room, or one of the first rooms. No, it was literally the entrance. It was to my left. It was a newspaper that was by Ruffington Press. Anyways, these guys were seen at the corner. Suspicious bag under. Oh wait, this is a cutoff. Seen in the corner is a suspicious bag under something. Waved down. 3rd major. I'm assuming terrorist attack. And the last year's anticipated charged by Crown. Something Manning. Grand treason, I feel like, is the big one. 87. So probably a year later, February 22nd. No traces discovered of Cinca Harris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be... Carriage? This is not 1987. Carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. Quote, "It's an out-of-character incident, and at this point we are seeking information." It's the final page, September 2nd. Reddington. No, it's Ruffington. Okay. Priceless jewels stolen at dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aires have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the rail guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries. The priceless crown jewel whose material is worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. And I walked right past this room. Alright. So it's a big thing with the author of Marigold. Superior door select by electronic key code. Okay. Let's see if I can loop back, as they say. Oh, cool, I got more energy. Brigitte, please pick up some more fruit for Friday, as we've been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover the expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Is that my last Let's gamble. Damn it. Whoa. Start just clicking shit. That's fine. I'm sure that's fine. Oh, I can run. Awesome. Okay, let's get going. Let's stop going. Okay. I'm gonna head back to the den and try to loop back up. Unless I'm just out of keys completely. No, I know I'm out of keys, but like, unless I need keys. And I'm, you know, out. What? Okay. What's in? Man, you were so fast to get inside the house, the cameraman couldn't catch up, and now just really ominously walking. I see why you're ominously walking, but I'm still gonna make fun of you for that. That's kind of cool and also really scary. I wonder. Oh, that's weird. Okay. So I guess once I learned the game, those are as blue memos equal true, red memos equal lies. Unless... Oh, what does that say? Unless written by hand. Alright. Keycard reader does not appear to be powered on. This is a security room, and I did just kind of flick every switch known to man. And the utility closet. So let's head back. Oh! Well, here are the notes. To further access, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levels are required. Yes, that's a lie. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, no more doors in the estate will also more likely be locked as you progress north. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live, out, and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals of the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password is okay. So it's a clock in and out machine. Unfortunately, at my job, I clock in and out digitally. I don't know how to punch in. Here's the inventory. Following the terminals currently in the house that have yet to be collected is listed below this near 2 trucks. I don't know what that means. Keycard system. Okay. I made a mistake. Let me head back and turn it on. Keycard on. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Surely I didn't mess up again. Okay. Keycard system. Security settings. Set security level. Security level determines the amount of keycard security is deployed in your state. E.g., you should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors at low setting and 5 or 6 at high setting. Why would I change it to high? Yeah. Okay. What is offline mode do? Determines the default setting. Security doors will be set to if the power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in the estate. Okay, I got it. So let me go back, waste a bunch of steps. I guess it's not wasting, I'm using them. And let me turn it off again. Oh, I feel like I'm wasting steps, but I know I'm not. I guess I did waste them by just the flick and everything. So it should be unlocked, correct? Yes. Okay. Straight. So which one has a straight one? The chapel does. More coins. Can't go wrong with that. There's nothing in these streams. Let's keep going straight. Let's not keep going straight. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. I'm on rank 7. Okay. Dinner served. Today's main course, lemon glazed salmon, charbo, whatever. Gets 20 plus national 10 if you have an aquarium in the house. I don't know if I do, but let's see. Awesome. 20 whole steps. So I assume that room's boarded up because there's no... Yeah, there's no entrance there, but that kind of... Okay. Let's go into the pantry. Or I guess actually... Let's see. So I want this room to have an opening on the right. Or ahead. I don't have a gym. Oh, dude. Okay. I guess let's go in the dark room. That I turn the power off too. That's fine. This one's the one that doesn't have a gem requirement. Please have it open. Alright, thank God. Okay. Fuck. Staff notice. Out of report for the late Lady Clara Epson, the west wing will be closed until further notice of the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool. We ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Okay. I need a key. Really badly. A package will be delivered here to an adapter draft in this room. Is the package already here? Package will be delivered here the day after. Okay. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to the Demi Ravane to senders as no longer a part of our staff. Which is true because it's handwritten, even though it's in red. Royal Mail 4534782. Okay. Shit, there's no other exit here. Okay. So means I have to go back. Summer P. Jones, Mount Holly Estate, Finn Aries. 6:30. Hey, whatever. Okay. Hey, buddy. How's it going up there in that big house? I think most people will be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. Imagine you're as happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try and post this letter before we depart tomorrow, so that as a chance to arrive during our first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me just to jot this down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do us both a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday, I won't up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. I'll eat your alligator, Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night. Don't spend all your time playing Dorigi Blocks. Okay. I think I'm Simon, so that was a letter from my dad to me, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna turn on the power to every room, so I wanted to see the dark room with power. You didn't see it. I don't know what the vac indicators means. I just turned them all on because I can. Although it probably realistically just shouldn't have touched them. Okay. That's all I know. So camera, tree, 2 pictures of the grandpa, one with him holding the camera. Or is it uncle? I don't remember. He's holding, this guy's holding a note. Okay, another picture of that guy. Here we go. Print note. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of her rooms in the west wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said that the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. It's too, so I guess this one was too dark. Yeah. So, I guess that should be brighter, or that is the brighter one. A battery pack. Okay, for battery contraptions. Awesome. Very red. It's made. Oh! This one's darker, but this one's brighter. Oh, too bright, but it's brighter. Okay, let's not go in here. Okay. I guess I'll go down the passageway. What I really need is a key, though. This might be stupid, but I think items are pretty important. While drafting, you may use that to roll new floor plans. Where's the other item? You said 2 items. Oh. Occasionally save steps when traveling longer distances across the estate and grounds. Cool. Okay, so if I go down, realistically, I'm just looking for keys. Let's go archive. Whoa. Is this the gym? It also took 2 energy. Which is stupid. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Oh! I get so much energy. Or not. It's a hamster. Is that a gun? Okay. Oh, here we go. 6 steps, that's always nice. There's a lot of pods. And a chessboard here. And turtles of something. Okay. Let's go down. Let's not go down. Where else can I go? I guess I could go through security and down. That would probably make sense. Trunk is locked. Okay, this gives me gems. Which seems nice. There's a lot of birds. It's like a bird that says home. It's 10. I don't. What's getting me here is I don't know what I should be taking notes of and what I should just. I don't want to say like ignore, but pretty much ignore it. Is there literally anywhere else I can go? Maybe the. Because I think every other door is locked, right? I have a key somewhere? Oh god. Okay. Where's the key? Okay, honestly, the key has to be somewhere where I literally could not see. Not the pantry. Maybe it has to be like the dark room. Maybe like the den. I don't remember where I went. Let's explore. So I do have a key somewhere, which is very important. I need a key. Oh, here we go. So I can beeline it. Honestly, not even. If I just go up here. So I go through here and left. That seems good, really. Shit. Wait, no, I'm supposed to go up on this. God damn it. He's really gambling on that, I guess. Okay. Yeah, because obviously I can't go through here, because you totally close it. Okay. Oh, every time I walk in here, I lose money. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, if I was like really in this scenario, I'd be really paranoid about leaving every door open. Not even because it's like I actually think someone's gonna pop out the shadows. I would just be that paranoid. Okay. I genuinely think there's no saving this. I think I gotta go on to the next day. I'm gonna go on to the next day. My current inventory is set? Oh, it's... I think I would do 2 days. And I'll call it... Day 2. There we go. Also, just like leaving the front door open? Yeah, no, I would not. So... There was a paper... somewhere... that was... made by, like... that one news thing. Whatever. Here we go. Quarter is always left unlocked. Just keep going. Storeroom does seem like smartest play, just out of items. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna do the closet and I'll just go through the other room, I suppose. Ooh, 2 keys. Oh wait, this one's a special. Knocking the door to the soul key leads to a room with many doors. Okay. Yeah, let's do... Nook. Is this my first time being in a Nook? No, it's not. Let's go in the hallway. I feel like that might be the smartest move. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. That's not true, it's red. So that means east is more likely to be locked then, right? Let's go down. I think even though I lose 1 every time I walk in here, it'll be the smartest to go in here anyways. Just out of quantity. Yes. Money. Okay, cool. And I get the energy from that. So note the same. Please wake up some more fruit, 5 apple, yeah. And 1 for each time you drafted a 0 or 20. What does that mean? So I walk through here and then left is open, which would just put me in a loop, so I shouldn't do that. The mailroom doesn't lead anywhere. Courtyard, I think, is the only choice. I don't have a shovel yet. I guess commissary. Commissary. Okay. Effective. Okay, yeah, so it's the same one at the terminal. With, without. So with a bar graph without coal. Commissary will be closed from day 12 until day 16. Sorry for an inconvenience. Okay. Annual Maids Day sale. 2 days only. All items up. All staff welcome day 20 and 21. Okay. Shit. Let's go in the bedroom. I'm playing it much faster now, which probably isn't a good thing. Yeah, so it said West Wing is more likely to be locked. However, that was red, so that means East Wing. Right. I'm in the East Wing right now, so I should really get moving, as they say. Oh, fuck. Okay, I don't have a gem. Oh, that's not good. Okay, what I could do is I could... Yeah, I could make the guest bedroom purely for the steps. And then elude it, I guess. Yeah, it's the health one. Hope it didn't go shortly. You know, he died. And then I'm gonna go back to the courtyard. And go to the other entrance. Yeah, there's also these. Oh! Okay, let me check if this thing's a key before that. I'm so glad I checked that. I draw new floor plans on. Yeah, it's a new gem. McLaren. I don't have a gem. But there's like no other. Okay. Oh, can I not just not choose? Oh god, okay. Where can I go? I guess maybe the chapel. I can go left, just hope that has keys. Or something. Is this the same thing? Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't know what vac indicators means still. Can I open this? Oh. Oh, this is blind. Please. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Let's see if my package is at least. Brass compass and gems. Okay. Don't know what the brass compass does. Draw 4 plants leading north more frequently. Those gems would have been real useful. Like any other time. I'm pretty sure I can't do anything now. Like, I think I just straight up trapped myself. So, really stupid closing these off, huh? That might have been a route I just didn't see. No, stop. We ruined 3 days. I thought we were doing 2, but I really messed up that. Sorry, I really messed up that second one. Does this change? No, it does not. I assume this doesn't change either. I always like starting with the middle door. I would do. I think the best play is just to try to. Yeah, just to try to get as many openings as possible. I say opening the storeroom. There is this little shiny thing, which I don't know what that means, but I feel like that might be important. Yeah, terminal password. That's an S. Starts with an S. It's like S. It's like an A or a W. But I don't think that's how I'm supposed to solve it. So let's keep going. It's the undercurrent. Okay. The breaker box would be very good, but also I just think the keys would be very good. Because the keys really messed me up. Also, this is a new room. Christoph. Is just Christoph? This is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship. Your absence must be accounted for, Miss Babbage. This is just all you're on the phone. Where are the keys? Where are the keys? There's supposed to be keys in here. Am I blind? Don't answer that. I know I probably am. You're like screaming at me. What's this? Oh, so there are the keys. Okay. We're gonna go through the other room, security. It's gonna be stupid, but I'm gonna do the breaker box so I can turn off the key card. Which means the entrance hall is my only bet now, and I put myself the exact same scenario as day 2. But don't worry about it. I'm good. Nothing can possibly go wrong. Yeah, Reddington. Greetings from Reddington. And that's like the post, so I guess that's the town as well. Doors in the west wing likely to be locked. I am in the east wing, where doors are likely to be locked. Commissary, I think, is really the only choice I have. Thank God I got the jets. Yeah, and it's the shop. With the grandfather clock without lock. Grandfather clock without lock? Grandfather C? Grandfather C, why not? Okay. Probably stupid, but first time being in here too. Okay, banana club sandwich. I'm not that worried about my steps, if I'm being honest. Let me just make sure there's nothing angry. Just, there seems to be like a note in just about every room. But not this one. Except, I'll be honest, I'm still kind of bubbling about. Not even kind of, I'm being even more honest. I don't have gems, goddamn. Okay, this seems like a new room. Yes. There's a picture here. Christmas. There's a safe. Oh wait, it's this room. Is there something? Is there like a hidden thing? I guess it's the safe that was over here. Yeah. Don't know what that is. Might be a note somewhere, maybe? No? Please? 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 No. It's better than nothing. Magnifying rules. Inspect the documents of the state more closely. It's got the billiard room. Wait, this is not the room I was thinking. Oh god, okay. I remember there being a note about the billiards, but I forgot. Like a true winner. Oh yeah, there's something with like, he had his own dart thing. So... Oh, what the fuck? What? I'm so confused. Okay. Oh! Whoa. Okay, it's a math equation. There might be a certain way to look at it or something. Maybe if I'm like over here, I don't... It's probably not a perspective puzzle even though I want... Wait! Oh my god. So plus minus times division. What the f... I'll take a picture of this on my phone. It's gonna take a second. Because these are different, and I assume these darts have a meaning. And there are numbers here. So let's go left for these first. So. One something. 7, 6. What is this one? 3. Oh, 13. 13, 7. It's 1376. I guess. I'm just gonna try. I know that's not right. I don't do it in math. But. Anyway. Okay. Jeez. 1, 2, 3. Wait, this isn't even. This is only 3, and there's 4 total equations. Well, now I'm just fucking confused. Because there are different highlighted ones. I feel like I'm not making any sense. But okay, what I'm trying to say is there are 3 of the pool balls. But on here, there are 4 different equations. And I feel like the answer might be really obvious, and I might just be stupid. Which is highly plausible. No. Or 17. Yeah, the fact that I can't crouch, that means I can't read the numbers. I'm gonna try something else. I'll try to brute force, because these colors change. Every time I click 17, it changes to those two, but it never changes back. So give me a moment. I can just brute force this. I know it's not entertaining in the way you're supposed to do it. Maybe it's the way it's facing, or it's like. It's just wait. Let me just reset this. What the? Okay, so it's 17. So 4 minus 10 or plus 10? That's what I'm thinking. Let's do 14. I see. Okay. And then this is minus, so it's 20 minus 3, which would be 17. Which is why that was correct. And now it's 19 times 15, which is way too high to be on here. No, it's not, because in darts, it's different. I forgot. Oh my god, I don't play darts in real life. I am a Persona 5 fan. But if I recall correctly, this is triple. This is 1. This is also 1. And this is double. You always wanted to aim for the 20, so it's a singular 19 and 3 15s. Which also is just way too high of a number. So it's 19... like 45? Because it has to be multiplication, right? I don't know what the different colors mean, though. Okay, I'm gonna do division instead, because that just makes more sense. So it's 45 divided by 19, which also is just not gonna be a clean number. Yeah, that's 2.36. But if let's just go 4. That's the one that makes even remote sense. Okay, cool. And 5 and 2. This could be 10. Or it could be 7 or 3. 10, 7, or 3. Let's try 10. Okay. Now it's getting confusing and difficult. God, I don't know what this is. Okay. Is there any sort of hint on how this puzzle works? Does not look like it. Hold on. These two colors probably mean the different math equations, so this one probably means division. So 15 minus 10, so I'm thinking, which is 5 times 3. It's 15 again. Oh my god. I am a genius. Amongst genius. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm already in a bad spot. I forgot. I was just in a bad spot to begin with. I need 2 gems for that. I did all that, and I'm done for anyways, because there's no way I can. Yeah. Because I don't have enough for that. I can't re-roll. I guess the best thing to do, I don't think I've done the lavatory yet. So I guess I'll do that. Even though the run's dead. Okay, so next time around, I really have to focus on not letting dead ends happen unless I'm towards the end, and I literally have no other choice. I think that's how I have to play it. This is an addicting game, actually. Like, I don't want to stop playing, but I don't want this video to be 2 bajillion hours long. Oh god, I should look at the description of the room. I think it's still look at that, actually. Can I? Am I allowed? No? Please, let me. No, but, I am enjoying this. I'm actually looking forward to playing this again. I never felt smarter than whenever I did that dart puzzle. Even though I was kind of stumbling my way through it, I actually understood it at the end. But yeah, this is a fun game. I really want to continue. Find room 46, I think it was. And win and stuff as this. And I really have no other comment. I'm really looking forward to playing this again, if I'm being completely transparent. So yeah, bye bye.